Hi, my name is Chuck, and on today's video, I'm going to tell you about the 7 most common mistakes that people make when they start a paid membership program. And before you ask yourself, why should I listen to this guy? Let me tell you, I've built 2 successful school groups in 2024, including one, a free community that reached 574 members after starting with just 26 members on February 16th. I was also fortunate enough to be selected among over 4,000 applicants for a special cohort of what's called the Skool 100. And you can see here, it's Hormozy's new free cohort to help 100 people scale their school in 90 days. So we were able to get mastermind insights from the co-owner of Skool, Alex Hormozy, and the co-founder of the Skool Games, Andrew Kirby. Now, during the course of building those 2 school communities, I've been on over 200 calls this year, including over 75 onboarding calls, and these are the most 7 common mistakes that I see. The most common mistake is people just wasting $100,000 ideas. They might see people already on Skool being successful, so they have proof of concept, or it's something that does have great want in the marketplace. I don't say need because we can't create need. We have to satisfy want in the marketplace. But these people just never follow through. Perhaps it is someone who has built a mobile auto detailing business to $8,000 to $10,000 a month, and lots of people would love to learn how to do that, and they just don't follow through. Or it's somebody who has successfully earned twice the amount of the average Uber driver over the last 4 years, and they just don't follow through with this idea. So wasting $100,000 ideas is the first thing that happens. Number 2 is getting distracted by shiny objects. This is really something that everyone struggles with, and I did in the beginning as well. And this is falling for the next idea that you think will be easier or better than the previous one. And that reminds me of this document right here, which is the business journey. And it is, everybody starts out with naive optimism. They think it's going to be great. They have no idea what it's going to take, but they're really excited about it. The next thing they go to is what's called educated pessimism. They find out there's some difficulties involved in this, and they're a little less excited about it. The third one is where people mostly stay, and that's the ditch of discouragement. And what they do is they just decide it isn't worth it. And so what most people do is once they're down here in the ditch of discouragement, they follow the next shiny object and start over again at 1, which means they never gather momentum and their ideas never actually bear any fruit. But the smart people realize that once they get through the ditch of discouragement, they can reach the next level, which is educated optimism, which means they know how much it's going to take. They know it's going to be hard, but they know if they persevere through, they'll get to step 5, which is success. Now, another thing is people have no clarity. The enemy of success in this type of business especially is having no simple and clear idea what you're going to provide, and so they can't scale it. And simplicity scales, complexity fails. Not knowing the specifics about what problem you're most qualified to solve, or the audience you're most qualified to solve it for. Podcaster and author Ed Milet says the person we are most qualified to help is the former version of ourselves. So we have to look at the person that we were before we learned a particular skill or got this knowledge, and we were at point A. We were a beginner. And once we learn that and we understand how to communicate with that person, not the person who's at point B, then we can develop a clear message, and that won't prevent us from growing. Number 4 is we don't have a compelling offer. Many times people confuse a product with a unique offer. Your ability to create something that includes your personal time is what separates you from other people, so you're not competing against tens of thousands of other people selling some generic mass-produced product. And the community that you create inside of your paid membership group cannot be duplicated anywhere on planet Earth. Number 5 is no confidence. If you've done something for 50 hours, what you don't realize is that you know more about that subject than 99% of the world, which means you are a subject matter expert, and that is monetizable. That has value in the marketplace. Because as a friend of mine said a long time ago, to a first grader, even a third grader is a genius. So you don't have to be a guru or an expert or have millions of followers. You just need to be a couple of steps ahead of the person that you're trying to help. Number 6 is education over action. Most people will consume lots of educational content, and they'll spend all their time consuming the content or buying the course, but they will never take action. And I'm telling you from personal experience, you're going to learn way more after building a community with the help of the members that you invite than you are researching and going over all the educational content and making sure that it's perfect before you build it. You're not going to build all of it. You're going to invite them and they're going to help you build it, which means you just have to get started. Ask them what they want and then create it. Think of yourself as a waiter rather than a creator. You go to their table, you ask them what they want, they tell you exactly what they want, and then you create exactly what they ask for, and they will be happy to pay for it. And the final one is needing perfect conditions. You're going to make mistakes, but you only need to hit one home run to replace your entire income with a paid membership group. So my best advice to you is get started, learn, and just keep swinging. A significant segment of the knowledge economy, which is expected to grow to $850 billion a year by 2030, will be paid membership groups. And if you jump on to the wave that is Skool, and particularly the marketing of Alex Hormozi with Skool, you're going to see that this is going to be the future of marketing. So you want to get in while the getting's good. Now, if you found this video helpful, follow me for more tips on starting a paid membership group to create monthly recurring revenue and take advantage of your existing years and decades of knowledge and experience.